Bus and train fares will stay the same to help commuters tide over the COVID-19 pandemic. More assistance will also be given to eligible households with the extension of the application deadline for public transport vouchers. Now, to help public transport operators manage costs, the Transport Ministry expects government subsidies to go up this year. Gwyneth Teo with more.
Despite room to rise under the current fare formula, the Public Transport Council has put the brakes on hiking bus and train fares. Allowable adjustments could have seen fares climb by a maximum of 4.4%. Instead, the increase will be rolled over to next year's exercise. The Public Transport Council says the decision to freeze fares has been taken, despite the pandemic severely affecting public transport operators. SMRT and SBS Transit had both applied for the 4.4% fare hike, citing mounting cost pressures due to falling ridership and COVID cleaning routines. In their latest financial year, the two firms reported losses in the tens of millions of dollars. As the pandemic continues to impact operator revenues, the Transport Ministry expects to carry on with heavy subsidies this year. Moving ahead, the Council will review the fare formula for next year, bearing in mind the sharp changes in ridership. Latest data from the Land Transport Authority shows it remains about 40% below pre-circuit breaker levels. This affects a variable component in the fare formula called the network capacity factor, which ordinarily charges commuters more for a less crowded ride. If the economic fallout from the pandemic continues, the Council says it's possible fares may also stay put in 2021.
The network capacity factor will be based on the demand and the ridership for this year. And I would expect the NCF to have a slowdown, to be lower down. And I would expect that with all these macro indices factors that will go down, that it may be the fare that we may consider at that point of time may also need. I doubt very much that we'll see a fare increase.
The Transport Ministry will also give additional financial aid to some 30,000 low-income households. Those under short to medium-term and long-term assistance schemes under ComCare will automatically qualify for public transport vouchers. Those enrolled in the schemes as of 31st August will get vouchers from December this year. And those who join ComCare from September and are still on board as of the end of January will get their vouchers starting in March. Other households eligible for the $50 vouchers will also get more time to apply. The exercise has been extended until next January. Their validity will also last longer until the end of June next year. And as part of efforts to keep fares affordable for financially needy commuters, concession schemes for lower wage workers and persons with disabilities will remain unchanged.